Hi, I'm Buzz Ramsey here to show you how to make jerky strip meat. So regular jerky out of top round, any cut really of beef or venison that's fairly lean. Of course, venison is lean by nature, but any halfway tender meat or above that's lean is good for this. The first thing you want to do, now this is about a 2-pound piece here, and so we're going to slice this in about a 1/4 inch strip, actually 3/16, which is just a little bit thinner than 1/4 inch. And we're going to just slice this into pieces here. About so that's a little thick there. But here we go, about 3/16. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to use a slicer for this, just a knife is pretty quick and easy. And we're just going to slice these into little strips. And we're going to use a rub on these. So we're just going to rub it's a dry rub. And you could use a brine too, a wet brine, where you'd soak it maybe for 4 to 6 hours or more and then rinse it off out of your wet brine. But we're going to use a dry rub. It's quicker. A lot of people like a dry rub. It's quicker. Adds you can get the right amount of flavoring on there for your jerky. The other thing you can do, you can take, and now these are fairly large, but you can could actually take this and slice it the other way and make really big slabs of beef jerky. And in fact, I want to show you that. Now we had this pre-sliced at a butcher shop, and they just sliced it lengthwise. So we've got, and we can put the rub on these, and these are big slices of beef. Like I say, venison would work too. And we can put the rub on here and have big slabs of beef jerky. You want to drive your friends wild, you got to try this. Okay, so the first thing is that with the dry rubs, there's 4 different flavors. There's red pepper, black pepper, teriyaki, and original. Original is traditional beef jerky flavor, just traditional right out of the box jerky flavor. Of course, the teriyaki is a little sweeter, a favorite of a lot of people. Red pepper is pretty spicy, so if you like that, which I do, my family does, that's what we're going to do today. And then we've got black pepper, which is, you know what that is, just comparable to store-bought jerky that you'd buy. This is peppered jerky. So the first thing is, if you've never done this before, is to get the ratios right. So again, it's about 1 tablespoon for every pound of meat. So we got 2 pounds of meat here. Of course, now that's pretty conservative, because some people, don't like stuff real spicy. So we like it a little spicier. So we're gonna double that amount for what we're doing today, because that's what my family likes. But to give you an idea of how much to put on, we're gonna do this in just a cookie sheet or a little pan. Once you get used to this and get the ratios right, know how much to put on, you can do it right on a cutting board and then put it right on your drying screens. And so we're going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of our red pepper, and I'm just going to sprinkle it here on the tray. This will give you an idea of the right amount for when you're doing this. So we're going to actually double the batch, because we like it a little spicy. And so we're going to put 2 down on here. And then we're going to lay the strips of meat on here. Of course, the meat is a little moist, so it's going to, the rub is going to adhere to it. And we'll rub these around a little, let them sit here for just a moment. Okay, and then we're going to take and sprinkle, like I say, 2 tablespoons right on there. Real easy, real quick. Okay. Now this is a rub, so you want to rub or press on the meat and press that spice into the meat. When you press on it, the juice will come out of the meat. It'll come to the surface and it'll pull that spice down into the meat. You don't want your rub falling off. You want it adhering to the meat. So you just rub it in, and that's why they call it a rub. And then we're just going to take it and place it on the screens so we can go into our smoker and begin the smoking process to add the your favorite smoke flavor. Ours is hickory, yours might be that or one of the other smoked wood flavors. Okay, we put applied the rub to a whole lot of strips of cut meat, cut beef, and got them on our drying screens, and we're going to take them down and put them in the smoker. Okay, so our strip meat, we're using the Big Chief front load for this, and we just slid our drying screens in on top of the racks. And one thing kind of neat about you can do this with both smokers, of course, but the front load, if you know, usually your top rack and your bottom rack are the ones that cook the quickest, and so you can you know, if one of your racks is cooking a little faster than the others, you can rotate them around. And certainly you can lift your big rack out of the top load and switch them too, but the front load's kind of nice for this. So we're just going to put the front on the smoker and load our chips and add the smoke flavor to our cut meat. Now here's some strip meat that we did just you know, 4 or 5 days ago. I've been hiding it in this little Tupperware thing on the back of the fridge. So the boys see that paper bag and they're going to be on it, you know. But you can see the spice on it, and we had this in the smoker for about 4 hours. These pieces, although they were smaller, were a little thicker, so it took about 4 hours to dry this down to the texture we like. So this is a real flavorful hickory, spicy hickory flavor in our jerky here, our jerky strip meat.